brachial stage. Now we come to the final picture. We take, for example, if you please come on this side, third. Now in the third one, ventral portion of the third aortic arch, right and left, will develop into common carotid artery. So therefore, same sequence. Now if we draw here in the final stage, now we show here common carotid artery. So the ventral portion, here we compare ventral portion of the third aortic arch will develop into common carotid artery. Next point, the external carotid bud which was developed here, this will develop into external carotid artery which will travel in the cephalic direction. So we draw here this external carotid artery, and we also start writing down common carotid artery from ventral portion. This will be external carotid artery from the bud. This is third one, third arterial arch, third aortic arch. Now please come on this side. See here, this is the dorsal portion of the third arterial arch. What is the dorsal portion? The portion of third arterial arch beyond this external carotid bud. So this dorsal portion of the third arterial arch plus the dorsal aorta, which is migrating in cephalic direction on right and left. See here, dorsal aorta migrating in cephalic direction. So once again I'll repeat, the portion of the dorsal part of the third aortic arch plus the dorsal aorta, which is migrating in the cephalic direction, will develop into internal carotid artery. So therefore, here this will be the internal carotid artery. So therefore, internal carotid artery, it will develop from 2 points. What are those 2 points? Point number 1, this segment is dorsal, you can note it down, the dorsal part of the third aortic arch. It will join with the dorsal aorta, respective dorsal aorta, either right or left. Where is it going? As I told you in the previous segment, it will go towards the brain. So here, dorsal part of the third aortic arch will join with the dorsal aorta, which is going in the brain, and this segment entirely will develop into internal carotid artery, because this internal carotid artery will enter the brain and later on divide into ophthalmic branches, anterior cerebral, middle cerebral, posterior communicating. In the starting segment I had told you about that. So here we finish the third aortic arch. Now we come to, please come on this side, fourth aortic arch. Please come on this side. In the fourth aortic arch, please note down, there will be the entire fourth on the right side, the entire fourth aortic arch on the right side, number 1. Number 2, the portion of the right dorsal aorta in between this segment of dorsal aorta which we have made to disappear. And what was this segment of dorsal aorta which we have made to disappear? In between the third and fourth aortic arches, the dorsal aorta which has disappeared both on the right and left side is called ductus caroticus. This will be known as ductus caroticus. Same thing here, the portion of dorsal aorta between third and fourth which has disappeared will be known as ductus caroticus. It has disappeared. Now, once again, on the right side, the right fourth aortic arch plus the portion, see my fingers, the portion of right dorsal aorta between ductus caroticus and the right 7th cervical intersegmental artery plus the right 7th cervical intersegmental artery. These 3 portions, if I can name this is first portion, this is second portion. The first portion is the entire right 4th aortic arch which you have to note down, plus the right dorsal aorta between ductus caroticus and right 7th cervical intersegmental artery. And third, this right 7th cervical intersegmental artery itself, 1 plus 2 plus 3 will develop into right subclavian artery. So here we draw this right subclavian artery in this way. This is the right subclavian artery, and here we can write it as the 4th right side. This is the dorsal aorta, this segment, and this segment will be 7th cervical intersegmental on the right side. Then please come on this side. What about the left side? Here the first thing which you have to note will be left side. This 7th cervical intersegmental artery, the 7th cervical intersegmental artery will develop into the left subclavian artery only. So here this will develop into the left subclavian artery only. Now these points are asked in Viva MCQs, 1 mark question answer. The left subclavian artery is developed only from this segment, and the right subclavian artery, as I told you, from these 3 segments, 1, 2, 3. Very frequently asked in MCQs. Now what about the left 4th arch? Note down. The left 4th arch artery, this entire, including the left dorsal aorta till its junction with the opposite side, will develop into arch of aorta. But still, third point is there. Remember this, here we started with aorta. So this segment of aorta, the distal part of the aorta, if you recollect, is called aortic sac, SAC, which I have discussed in the previous segment. Now this aortic sac, that is the distal cephalic portion of ascending aorta, has right and left limbs, or right and left horn of aortic sac. Simply these horns or limbs, they are nothing but branches. So the right horn of aortic sac, left horn of aortic sac is the starting point of ascending aorta. So therefore now 3 points will develop into arch of aorta. First point is left horn of aortic sac. Second point will be the left 4th arterial arch. And third point will be the left dorsal aorta till the junction where it joins with the right dorsal aorta. These 3 segments will join to form the entire arch of aorta. Now, what are those same segments which are developing? For example, the right horn of aortic sac will develop into that portion of arch of aorta which lies between brachiocephalic trunk and common carotid artery, and we know that the third arterial arch is common carotid artery. So this much segment, see where my fingers are there, only the segment of arch of aorta lying between brachiocephalic trunk and the common carotid artery will develop from left horn of aortic sac. Second segment of the arch of aorta in between common carotid and the left subclavian. So this entire segment, see here, this entire segment of the 4th till here will develop from the left 4th arch artery. And third segment of the arch of aorta, distal segment, this is the distal segment of the arch of aorta. This will develop from the left dorsal aorta distal to left 7th cervical intersegmental artery till the level of, what will be this level? Remember, we have marked this level, T4 level. This is the arch of aorta. So what are those segments? Once again I repeat, these segments you have to note down. The first segment will be here, this much is the first segment. That is the left horn of aortic sac will be the first segment of arch of aorta, and that segment is between brachiocephalic trunk and common carotid. Second segment here, this will be the second segment of arch of aorta between common carotid opening and left 7th cervical intersegmental artery. So this will be developed from the left 4th arterial arch. And the third segment, distal part of the arch of aorta, third segment will be the left dorsal aorta in between the attachment of left 7th cervical intersegmental artery and the right and left dorsal aorta where they join. So these three segments, 1, 2, 3, will develop into arch of aorta. Once again, the first segment will be left horn of aortic sac. Second segment will be the left fourth arterial arch, and the third segment will be the left dorsal aorta. All the three segments will develop into the arch of aorta. So therefore, now please come on this side. We have time left.
No, sir.